What's up guys, Kuroo here, and today with a new video. So we finally get our floor clearing event, and it should be pretty easy for today because it's only the first 20 floors. But yeah, let's take a quick look at how it actually is. I didn't start it just yet, so I wanted to do it together with you guys. And I think what I saw from some posts were that there were a lot of holy enemies, so you may want to take out your or there were a lot of dark enemies, I think, so you want to have a lot of holy characters or just a lot of face tanks. I've actually equipped like all of my face tanks with weapons. I have like the school character set and the rainy set, so I should be pretty good for the floor clearing event. So hopefully I won't die. That's like the goal for it. The title this time is really good, so yeah, it's pretty important to get at least to floor 60. And yeah, let's start. Floor 1. First let's take a look. Better for holy characters, so this is a dark character, and better for slash, so sword units should be pretty good. You only have 2 departures with the current characters that we have, so I think I'm going to start with this Straya. Sadly I don't have an Earth Elemental sword for whatever reasons, but I think she should still be pretty good. And the thing is that these characters don't have combo windows. That's like the only downside to these school characters, but you don't really need combo window, at least for the first few stages. So floor 1. It's pretty easy, should be pretty easy. Okay, these pigs are pretty annoying. And they added like the shield symbol up in the corner with the latest update, I think. And yeah, these slimes are pretty annoying because they can break your combo. I really like the Strayas SS3 actually, it looks pretty cool. It looks like in Dragon Ball Z attack. And yeah, I think the most important thing is to have I don't know, you need to have quite some units for the floor clearing event. In best case you want to have these face tanking units, or at least the characters with elemental advantage. But the thing this time is, if you're taking holy units against dark units, you will take a lot more damage if you get hit, so you need to be aware of this, and maybe upgrade these skill slots where you take less damage. I mean, the bright characters are really good this time because of their self-healing, so that's a thing you definitely want to have. I think OS units are still pretty good for tower clearing, also because of their self-healing, and mace characters also because they are pretty tanky. And I think the free Heathcliff unit, or the one where which you could get from winning some ranking events or just participating, this one is also really good for these ranking events. Or not ranking events, for this tower clearing event. So next up, floor 4 and 5. Non-attribute is strong, and the enemies that are appearing are level 70 again, so I think it's a boss stage, but yeah, it's just a start, so we should just go with Straya again. You only have 2 departures, so usually the stages further ahead are going to be more difficult, so you want to save up your strong units. It doesn't matter if you die on the first stage, because yeah, or on the first stage of each things every day, because you will just respawn without taking anything down. So you can just waste your weaker units. And another good thing for floor clearing is to just use weaker units at the start, and if you die you can just restart, just to see what kind of enemies are waiting for you, so you don't waste your good characters when they die. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it about floor clearing events. Floor clearing events are actually, they're pretty fun. I liked it more when they didn't have like the floor clearing units, because then it was actually more of a challenge. But nowadays with the floor clearing units, especially the ones for the current floor clears, yeah, they just make the floor clearing pretty easy. And as you can see, even with my older units, I don't know, maybe it's going to be a lot harder later on, but for now I think most of the floor clear events weren't a problem to get at least to floor 60. I mean, to get to floor 100 was also pretty much possible for FTP players, but getting all the memory diamonds or completing all the missions was actually a little bit harder. So yeah, you may not be able to get all the memory diamonds from this. but at least you will be able to get the title, and that's like the most important thing here. So we have quite some floors to go, so it's 20 floors. It's divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 stages divided by 2. This means 4. You need at least 4 characters, so 5 characters. That's how many you need for this event today. And I think further on it's also only 5 or 6. So we used up our first character, and let's take our second one. Our next face tank, it's Philia. I really like the artwork of this Philia with the black hair, it's pretty cool. Sadly there aren't that many Philia characters. I also like her animation because she can dodge a lot of attacks. And yeah, I think actually after the update, both characters with face tanking abilities are really strong. Because yeah, you can just face tank and you have this high MP regeneration, and also you can just spam your SS3 pretty much. Yeah, I mean, like the Sakuya and the Philia's SS3 animations are all pretty good. The only thing with her is that she doesn't have the combo window, but as long as you're not using a dual blade character, combo window doesn't really matter that much in floor clearing events. I mean, later on it may matter because you want to get an S rank, and that's only possible if you have a pretty good time. But for now it should be pretty okay. But yeah, as I already said, it's only the first day, so we can't make that many assumptions for now. Unless Bamco decides to bring out a new super boss, which would be pretty cool by the way, then we should be able to do this and clear this every day, some floors. So it's 20 floors each day, and Friday we're getting our last 20 floors. So yeah, Friday is the day where we can get our nice title. And I think on Wednesday we can already get like this medium title, the one where you get 1% MP reduction and 1% bonus attack for dark elemental units. So this time it's an elemental restricted title, so it only works on dark elemental characters, but the buff it gives is really strong. So I think especially in guild ranking events this title will be really necessary. Because at least from what I saw this time, the guild ranking title only gave like higher MP regeneration. I'm not sure how good it's going to be, so we need to see. Next up, the stage is Battle for Water, and it's danger. So danger always means there's a boss. Boss fight, maybe we should take... Let's take our other face tank. Bow character, Sakuya. Sakuya is pretty cool too. Indoor gamer Sakuya. I mean, her SS3 is pretty similar to Strea's. So, I don't know, maybe that was intended, maybe not. And the SS3 is also pretty strong. And what's the boss this time? Okay, it's a dragon. I think most of the time it's always the dragon. In the earlier floors, the dragon was pretty weak. And yeah, you should die pretty fast. And the animation from Sakuya is actually pretty fast, so that's also a good thing. Yeah, there's like no health at all, or almost no health, because of face tanking units. So what can you do if you don't have face tanking units? As I already mentioned, you should just take your 2 or 1 and 3 star characters and try to do it with them first. I mean, if you want to get the crystals, maybe it's a good way is to do, first of all, try to clear everything with weaker characters, and if you've done this, then you can retry it and do the stages where you were struggling with your better characters. And just keep going till you get all your memory diamonds. I know it's a pain, but I think that's the only way for especially new players who get like no characters and no titles to clear this kind of stuff. So next up, elemental enemies. Better for Holy, Thrust and Strike. Thrust and Strike means Mace characters are pretty good. So for Mace we got our Yui. I mean, this Yui looks really cute and is pretty good, but her SS3 animation takes pretty long, so that's like the only downside. I feel like most of the floor clearing units have like a similar animation. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, we'll clear the floor. Floor 11. So I think for the first 3 days you don't really need a fluke clearing unit. Should be able to do it with like 2 and 3 star characters, to be honest. But of course it's a lot easier with better units. And there's one more, maybe that's the last one. Oh no, we have one more stage. And the good thing about these sailor characters is that they get an immense health boost when they're low. So that's like the thing the other Facetanks don't have. But the downside is that most of them don't have combo window. I think except for Yui, but I didn't upgrade her combo window because yeah, it's not really needed. I don't really need to waste my one Brainboy sense for this. As you can see, as long as you have the shield you can just keep on attacking and it shouldn't be a problem to keep up or maintaining your combo. And Flu 13 cleared. I feel like it actually takes a little bit longer than usual, this fluke clearing. Maybe the enemies got buffed a little bit, or maybe I was like using other elemental characters in the last few fluke clearing events. But yeah, should still be pretty fast. I think as long as you're under 1 minute and 30 seconds you're bound to get an S rank. And yeah, you just don't want your units to die if you can. You can always give up before your unit dies, and it only counts as 1 departure. I wanted actually to see what kind of units are here. Non-elemental and danger. So another danger zone. Where is our Ophelia? You want to maximize the usage of your characters and yeah, just use them to their max. Use the departures. I think another important thing here is to use the armor which they gave out. I think it's only for neutral characters, but if you have the ordinary scale characters then it should be pretty good on them. Because I think it gave like bonus defense stats and bonus HP. So it should make you really tanky. And this time it's the King of the Lakes. This one's pretty annoying. I don't really like the fish. Okay, I already lost my combo window, nice. And yeah, I actually didn't skill any skill slots at all on these fluke clearing units. As you can see, I just dodged the wave by doing the SS3 from this Filia. That's why I like it, you can dodge like most ground attacks and skip most of the things, which makes her really, really strong. And what do we get? An S rank, nice. So yeah, the boss stages are actually a lot faster than the other ones. And I think today we can get like 45 memory damage overall, which is a lot in my opinion. And they are like the milestone rewards. I think we're going to take a look at the exchange store after this. So 16, 17, better for water and thrust. Thrust was actually I think it's it's not salt, right? Then we're going to use Sakuya again. I mean, we still have our ultimate fluke clearing unit, Rainy Rain, because she also has iframes. I mean, it's like actually broken to have like a face tank with iframes. I don't know what Bemco was thinking with this. And a dual blades character nonetheless, so maybe it wasn't the best idea to make her like this broken. I mean, in comparison to these other characters, all fluke characters are pretty strong, and I think the strongest one currently are Rainy Rain and the Summerfester Leafa. Because this Leafa has a pretty fast animation as a rapier character, which means you can regenerate your MP pretty fast. And lastly, yeah, she looks pretty appealing. That's like the most important reason why she's good. Okay, I missed this. Okay, floor 17 cleared. So 3 more floors to go for today. And no problem till now. I really still remember the time where Bemco was actually like bringing out the whole fluke clearing event in one day, which was way cooler back then. But I think they just want to keep out the content like this so that they have more time to create new content. I mean, like copy and paste the things and change like the character designs a little bit. But yeah, I guess there's nothing we can do there. Level 80 and appears non-attribute characters. it actually doesn't matter what we take at all, right? Let's go with Yui. Just to look at how cute Yui is. And it's the monkey squad. Yeah, this SS3 is actually really slow. I mean, it's actually almost better to just auto-attack her, or yeah, use her for auto-attacks. But the good thing is that after the buff, these units got a lot faster. And they have like the just parry thing now, where you can parry unparryable attacks. And another monkey is dead, and this time it's a pig. For boar. Okay. Probably going to... okay, we didn't lose our combo window. And another one. I mean, it's actually ridiculous to just use face tanking units, but... yeah. I think the first 20 floors are really simple. But if you have these face clearing units, you can actually just... I don't know, maybe watch an anime while you're doing this and just tapping the SS3 button. Just like how I play ranking events, just pressing SS3 buttons. It's easy. Easy game, easy life, right? I'm just kidding. It's actually pretty hard even if you have the units, I mean ranking events. Floor clearing events is actually even harder if you don't have the units. Because it just takes ages to kill the enemies. So, last floor is better for Holy. But you know what? We're going to take our rain and our other face tanks. I still had a lot of face tanks, I think. Yeah, this one and what was my last one? Yeah, let's just take the Sleeper. We didn't use her just yet. I think you don't even need good weapons for face tank characters. You should probably take your better weapons and equip them on your other characters, just so you have at least 2 characters to use. Because face tank characters are strong even with just rarity 3 weapons or rarity 2 weapons. Or 3 weapons, or whatever you want to call them. Okay, it's the Santa Claus dude. Which is also coming in today's restricted missions, I think, where you have 3 departures. Okay. And floor 20 cleared, so that's the floors for the first day. We did pretty good. Took around like 45 seconds on average for each floor, I think. Maybe a little bit less, on maybe like 40 seconds, let's just say 40 seconds. I think we've also cleared all the missions for this one today. And there's sadly no title or no special things for now. Let's take a quick look at like what the actual rewards are, or the milestone rewards are, because they are also pretty important to see whether you want to grind through all of this or... yeah, I think if you get to like floor 100, then you've probably cleared like everything. So if you get to floor 100, you get 5 memory fragments, a lot of coal, HP, MP crystals. Yeah, these aren't so important. Okay, and the title. So this one is pretty important, the memory fragments. And what do we get for score rewards? I think we get, yeah, more memory diamonds. It's actually quite a lot of memory diamonds. Wait, they don't even give any more rainbow sensors. I remembered like in the past they gave out rainbow sensors. Well, that's pretty sad, to be honest. Okay, no rainbow sensors for us. And let's take a look at the exchange shop. I think you can, yeah, get these armors or get, this one is new, the weapon. I'm still not sure whether you should exchange it or not. In my opinion, it's not really worth it. These armors are way better in the long run, because you can equip them to whatever character you want. And where are the armors actually? Okay, here. Which armor should you do if you're having troubles with it? So I think the strongest one in terms of attack stats is this one, but it's only for silica. And the male armor is actually pretty good because, yeah, it's available to use on every male character, and these ones are restricted to characters. So I think most characters are either Asnas, Lifas or Xenons. So if you want to start one, then you probably should start one of those 3. But I would also suggest you to keep your memory fragments and try to do it once you need them in ranking events or in other events. There's no real need to just make them for the normal events right now. So yeah, let's take a look at the missions. I'm not sure if there were any missions for this. No, there were actually no missions for this fluke streaming event at all. So that's pretty sad. Yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, then please leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, as this helps me out a lot. Today, yeah, was pretty easy. I think it's going to be harder starting from day 3 on, where you can get the first title, but for now, it's really easy. So hopefully you can all do it. Tell me down in the comments below how you did on the first day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.